Archaeologists found watermelon seeds inside Tutankhamun's tomb, over 3,000 years old. But that's not the interesting part. They weren't put there as food. Back then, a watermelon was a water source, a sealed jug that didn't spoil in the desert heat. And the Egyptians didn't grab them at random. They knew exactly how to find the one that was full, and that knowledge got handed down, generation after generation. Amish and Mennonite farmers still use it today. Everyone else stands in the supermarket and guesses. After this episode, you'll never bring home a watery, flavorless, or unripe melon again. There are 5 signs. Let's start with the one you already know, or at least the one you remember your grandfather doing at the market stall. The knock. Cup the melon in one hand. Knock on it with the other, firm, with your knuckles like a door. A ripe melon answers with a deep, hollow thump, almost a drum. That's flesh full of juice, relaxed just enough to resonate. An unripe one sounds high and tight, like knocking on wood. Nothing's moving in there yet. An overripe one gives you a dull, dead thud. The inside has already gone soft and mealy. You want the drum, not the plank, not the pillow. The drum. Simple, familiar, and honestly on its own, not enough. Because the knock only tells you the state of the melon right now. It doesn't tell you the story of how it got there. For that, you need to know what the plant itself was saying at the moment of harvest. Which brings us to the tendril. Every watermelon grows on a vine, and right where the fruit stem joins that vine, there's a small curled shoot. A little green corkscrew. As long as the melon is still filling with sugar, that tendril stays green and springy. The plant is still sending supplies down the line. Then one day, the deliveries stop. The melon is finished, and the tendril, with its job done, dries up, turns brown, and curls into a crisp little pigtail. That's the plant announcing it. This one is ready. An Amish farmer wouldn't pick a melon with a green tendril. Didn't matter how big it looked. Green tendril, green melon. Now, in a supermarket, the tendril is long gone, but its fingerprint is still there. Look at the stem end where the melon was cut. A brown, dry, shriveled stub means it was harvested at the right moment. A fresh green stem means it was picked early so it would survive the truck ride. Put it back, and once you understand that the melon carries its own story on its skin, the next sign will change how you shop forever. The bee scarring. You've seen melons with rough brown lines across the rind, webbing, scarring, like someone scribbled on it with a rusty pen. Most shoppers put those back and reach for the smooth, glossy, flawless one. That's exactly backwards. Those scars trace back to the flower and to the bees that visited it. More bee visits means more pollination. More pollination means more seeds. And more seeds means the plant pumped more sugar into the fruit to feed them. So the ugly, scribbled melon is the one the bees loved. The flawless one might have been visited once, briefly, by a bee having a bad day. Ugly outside, sweet inside, choose accordingly. But bee visits are only half the story. Sugar also takes something else, time. And there's one spot on the melon that records exactly how much time it was given. The field spot. Flip the melon over. On the underside, there's a pale patch about the size of your palm where the fruit sat on the ground its entire life. That patch is a report card. White or pale green. The melon was pulled early. It never finished. And nothing you do at home will fix it because a watermelon stops ripening the second it leaves the vine. Whatever sugar it had that morning is all the sugar it will ever have. Creamy yellow, better. It got real time in the sun. But what you're hunting for is a deep, buttery, golden yellow. That color takes weeks to develop. It can't be faked, sprayed on, or rushed. A dark gold field spot means the melon sat there doing its slow chemistry all the way to the end. One flip, 3 seconds. You already know more than most people in the store. And then there's the final test, the oldest one of all. It needs no eyes, no knocking, no flipping, just your hands. The weight. Pick up the melon. Now pick up its neighbor, same size. One of them will feel noticeably heavier. That's your melon. Heavy means dense. Dense means it spent its whole life filling with juice instead of giving up early. Between two identical twins, the heavy one wins. Every time. And this is where we come back to Egypt, because the Egyptians already knew this one. The heaviest melon was the one carrying the most water, and water was the entire reason they grew them. 3,000 years later, standing under supermarket lights, the rule hasn't changed by a single drop. So that's the system. Knock and listen for the drum. Check the stem for the dried tendril's fingerprint. Find the ugly bee scars, flip it, and look for gold. Then let the weight decide. 30 seconds, no cutting, no guessing. The same red that farmers have been passing down since the pharaohs. Now I want to hear from you. How does your family pick a watermelon? What test did your grandfather or grandmother swear by that nobody else seems to do? Drop it in the comments. And one more thing. Are there other fruits or vegetables where you've seen the old selection methods actually work? Avocado, tomatoes, corn, anything. Write it below. If enough of you name the same one, that's the next episode.